What's going on, YouTube? I know you guys have been waiting on another tutorial, and here we go. So let's get into it. We're just making our first guideline right here. And then I just went ahead and took the 1.5 guard with the lever fully closed. And I'm just knocking down the top, going with the grain. And I'm not digging, I'm just letting the clipper graze across his head. And right here, I'm just taking the number 1 guard with the lever fully open, and I'm just smoothing out the rest of his head. I'm just taking it down just a little bit more. It gives it a more smooth look. And then, you know, here we just bottom them out. And then here the lever is fully open. I feel like I should get back to explaining my videos more, so that's what I'm going to do in this video. Notice how I'm going up. I'm just holding the clipper flush to his head. I'm not really digging into the skin. And now we close the lever all the way. Now, when you're doing a haircut and somebody has light, well, gray hair in this case, you have to make sure you don't lose your place with your guidelines. So make sure you try to stay as well within your guidelines as possible, because it's really easy to get lost. Alright, so here we open it just a little bit and go up about 1/4 of an inch. Like I said, try to stay with your guidelines. I know it may be a little hard to see, but just try to, you know, stick with it. Let me open it up one more time. Oh, and this is my dad, by the way, in this video. Just thought I'd throw that random fact out there. Yep, here we have the number 1 guard with the lever fully open. And here with this fade, I'm going to go just a little bit higher. Just because I know how my dad likes his hair cut, so. So it's definitely a generous inch, if not a little bit more. Like I said, it's gonna all come together. You just still follow the same steps. Just close the number 1 guard and go up. And then here you open the lever about halfway, almost halfway. Like I said, don't lose place of your guidelines. So here I'm going in between that 1 open and 1 closed. Just going right in between. Alright, and now we have the 1/16 guard with the lever almost halfway open and going right up under that number 1, fully closed. Like I said, we're following the same steps as any other just like in the rest of the videos. I can't talk for some reason right now. And then we close the lever all the way. Like I said, you see that faint guideline right there. Now, something to note, whenever you're cutting someone older or someone that has gray hair, well, this could be anybody in general, sometimes the hair is more dense in certain places. So sometimes you have to go back over certain spots more than others. But you'll see me address that in a second. And right here, I'm just taking the 1.5 guard. I think it's open right now. Yeah, and now we close it all the way. And I know it seems like some bulk right there, but I'm gonna come back. Once I put a part right there, I'm gonna come back and clean that part up towards the front of his head. And then here we just take the the clipper with no guard, and we freehand the sides just to knock down any stray hairs. And the lever is fully open right here. And then I don't want to bore you, so I just sped through this side. It's the same steps. So see if you can follow along. Same steps. I'm not doing anything different. And if you're having trouble keeping up, just rewind the video and then try to memorize the steps and then go back to the other side and watch this side again. And right here, I just cleaned up any dark spots I saw. But now we're back to the 1.5 right here, just like the other side. And see what I said earlier about the hair being dense in certain places? A lot of times you just have to go back and forth, you know, just to do some cleanup work. And then here we're just going to keep a natural, you know, but try to get a sharp edge. Don't do anything drastic. Like I said, the hair is lighter, so you have to be careful and make sure you don't go back too far, or you will have a mess on your hands. See, we're not trying to make anything too crazy, you know, just crazy sharp. Now right here you see me pointing at some light spots in his hair, so we're not going to dig into that. We're just going to try to keep it as low as possible. And you have to comb, you have to comb. You can't just line the hair and, you know, just go over it once. That's not going to work, because then you have stray hairs. But you'll see, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, make it sharp but keep it low, you know, without going back too far. You know, the older you get, the more delicate the hair gets. So, you know, don't go outrageous with the lineup. But that's with anybody in general. And see, like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm coming down on top of the hair. I'm not digging into the hair. That's one thing that's really important. Don't dig into the hair. Sometimes you have to come down on top of the hair. And this is what I was talking about earlier when I was coming back and lightening up this spot, because I'm about to put a part right there. And when you're doing parts, you have to angle up just a little bit, because if you just do it straight across the way you're looking at it, when they turn their head towards you, it's going to look like it's sloping down. That's why you have to angle up just a little bit. And when you're doing a part, you have to hit the top and the bottom of the part. You can't just line it on one side. You have to hit the bottom of it too to make it look sharp. And I wasn't trying to go too deep, you know, too thick with the part. And right here we have the Easy Blade shaving gel. If you can get 10% off if you use the promo code Barber SD. So go check their website out and purchase something. I really appreciate it. But yeah, here you just see me lining up the beard. And I'm not trying to take it too low. See, I like the shaving gel because it allows you to see what you're actually doing. And it's not too thick. And it has a really, really nice smell to it as well. And it doesn't take a whole lot. It's really concentrated too. Now you see me wipe away. That's a very important step. When you're doing a razor line, make sure you wipe away the excess. A lot of people get fooled on Instagram by all these pictures and the sharp beards. A lot of them leave that residue on their line. So just make sure you comb that away so you can see what you're really sculpting with the razor. You don't want them to wash their face and then be like, oh, what happened? I thought it was sharp. So. And then here we just hit the top, just hit the part. Take your time. It's not a rush. The most important thing is not cutting anyone. Yep, we're just keeping everything natural. And this is pretty much the end cut. So give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Just a nice, old school, clean fade.